Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel for another video this week. If you're new here, I'm Jaina and thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you like what you're about to see. So this week's video, I wanted to do a quick video on how I contour my snout and how I kind of like snatch it in. I like a really narrow bridge here. So growing up, I had the biggest nose for my face. Like I used to get taken the mick out at school just because it was so big on my face. And obviously if you're Asian, you know we come with nose. I kind of always wanted surgery. I was always like so adamant I was going to get a nose job. I was like, I'm getting a nose job, I'm getting a nose job. I actually have a deviated septum, so I do need surgery on my nose. And when I was younger, I was like, I need it because I just want to change my nose. Like I just really hated the way my nose was on my face. As I've grown up, I like my nose because it's so weird. I feel like my face has grown around my nose and it like really kind of suits my face shape now. So I don't hate it, I like it, but sometimes I like to just and like, you know, snatch it up a bit because I do have like a really long nose. I don't have any bumps, it's just a really long, straight kind of nose. So when I contour, I like a really kind of a narrow bridge here and I kind of just like a little bit of a lift here. So I kind of counteract that bottom so it just doesn't look as like long and then it like continues down. So I'm going to show you how I do that by contouring, and it is basically like a free nose job. Like there is no need for nose surgery because the best thing about makeup is you can take off at the end of the night if you don't like it. So I'm just gonna get started. So I kind of do two concepts of nose contouring. I'll do like a really light contour, and if I do that, I will use Fenty Beauty matchsticks in the shade Mocha because it's not as dark. And then if I want to go in with a little bit of a darker kind of full glam look, I will go in with my Born to Glow Radiant Concealer in the shade Cappuccino. So this is what I will use if I want to like deepen and darken those lines. So I'm just going to show you how I do it. I'm going to bring you in so you can get a close up. Let me just say, the day I want to film a nose contour tutorial, we have been graced with a spot. So please ignore. I don't know, does anyone else just break out like crazy breakouts the week before they're due? Like I just can't deal with like the ups and downs of my skin. It's really frustrating. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, we are in. I do have I don't have a lifted bump at all on my bridge, but I do have kind of like a side bump, and that's purely because of my septum is so messed up. It's just kind of given me a bump, and I like to kind of counteract that bump by going just above the bump, so it kind of like gets rid of it. Essentially, it creates a shadow over it. So I'm just going to take the Mocha matchstick down my nose, and I literally stop halfway up my nose. I don't take it all the way down. And I'm going to do the same on this side, but just above the bump. So it will counteract it. And you can see it's a little bit thicker and a little bit more in towards my nose. I'm going to take that and I'm going to go all the way into my brow line. And that just kind of creates the smaller kind of bridge that I like. Like I like a really narrow bridge, and you can kind of already see it. I've got to go over that spot, and that is not contour, that's literally the spot. And because like I said, I like to counteract that bottom, but I literally take the contour right underneath the bridge of the nose, like here, and I like counteract that a little bit there, and then I will do a small line on top where those bridge finishes and two tiny dots down the side here, and that just kind of creates the shape that you want. I will either use a beauty blender or a brush to go in, so I'm going to go in with a really small kind of tapered brush, and I'm just going to use that to blend and push that into the skin. The reason I like the matchstick is because it is just so handy to have. You get a lot of product in it. It doesn't have to be super neat because we're going to go in with concealer anyway to kind of neaten it up. I never see the shape taking place on the nose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my concealer to kind of snatch the sides of the bridge of my nose before deepening the contour. So today I'm going to use NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. I kind of go between Ginger and Biscuit. It just depends on how I'm feeling. And what I want to do is I want to take the contour right up my nose, because you want to give the illusion that that is kind of like your whole under eye area, and that's what's going to give it that kind of snatched thin bridge look. So again, if you've got kind of messy contour down the side of your nose, this is what's gonna help neaten it right up. And you can see on this side, I'm just taking it a little bit higher just to counteract that bump. And you want to put it on the tip of your nose. And I just literally like to line, I don't like to line all the way down. I like to just do halfway down. Basically where I've got the contour, that's the kind of shape that we're going for. I go in with a beauty blender to blend all this out. So you just want to do little pressing motions and push that into the skin. And while you're doing your under eye, you kind of just want to bring it down and just make sure it blends all the way in with the rest of the makeup. Now that that's kind of all concealer done, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to pick that up on the sponge and I'm literally going to take that in on the side of my nose just to kind of bake and kind of set it all in place. So just take that down. I like to press the powder into my skin. If I'm not using a loose powder, I will use a pressed powder. Now just to darken the contour a little bit on my nose, I'm going to take my Born to Glow concealer and I'm literally going to line over where I've done and just snatch the whole nose together again. I'm actually going to go in with the other side of my beauty blender and just blend all of this together, but so the lines are still quite defined. Just to set the contour, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in shade 3 and I'm literally going to take, this is a really fluffy brush but it's got like a little tapered end, and I'm literally going to go down my nose where I've contoured into my brow line, and it's just going to help to set the shape that you have done. I'm then going to take my Dior Backstage Strobe Gold highlighter. I'm actually going to use my finger, so I just get my pinky and I literally just place it on the tip and I take it down the bridge where I've done and just blend that in, a little blend. And then just get rid of any excess powder kind of under my eyes that we used to set on. And I used the Jaclyn Hill JH07 face brush to just kind of brush that all away. Just make sure you're not kind of taking it away from the nose. And that is how I contour my nose. And you can see already it's just more defined here, which is what I want to go for. I don't really want a completely like snatched button nose because it just won't suit my face shape. This really suits my face shape, and I think it's really good if you've got kind of long Asian nose, and it's just really easy to do. You can do it really light for kind of every day, or you can like make it, you can just build it up and make it like really snatched and heavy if you're doing full face of makeup. I hope you liked this video. If you did like it, do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. Let me know in the comments if you try it as well, and I'll see you on next week's video.